Now, this particular female here, Angel Fernandez, she's a tall 6'7" chick, right? She was on Drewski's dating show. She posted this tweet about why are men no longer chasing them. You know what's interesting about this? I was looking through my archives, and I told y'all I was going to maybe start to redo some of my old videos, because I spoke on a topic similar to this called why men are starting to ignore the pretty girls. I made that video over 9 years ago. I spoke about that over 9 years ago about, men are going to stop chasing. Now, I'm going to get to some of the comments because some of the comments was hilarious too, right? And I just think that men don't have to chase. They really don't. And women believe that because they've gotten sluttier with their outward appearance, that men are going to chase them more. No, men are going to see you for what you are. That is an attention seeker. If you are a female who goes out of your way to be an attention seeker, of course men are not going to bite the bait anymore. You got women who leave the house wearing booty shorts and tank tops. They walk around all day in like the most revealing gym wear. Y'all see these chicks. Ryder Wise was good. Kenny was good. Make sure y'all like the stream. Boss Lady, what's up? Yeah, it's an early live. I'm trying to do something a little bit different and go live a little bit earlier, right? And shout out to everybody that's following that, because I'm live on Kick right now. I'm live on Rumble right now. I'm live on Twitch right now. Okay. So hopefully y'all are subscribed to those other platforms as well. Jaye the Black. So Angel is a type of female. She, people might think that because she's asked, she posts tweets like this. People might say this is rhetorical. I don't think it's rhetorical. I think that genuinely women like her, whose whole life has become getting attention, they want to know why it's not enough anymore. Do y'all remember what Instagram was like 10, 12, 13 years ago? Back when Instagram was in its early days, the only women that you saw really looking slowish was the video vixens, the chicks who were the strippers and the video vixens, because they'd be promoting parties and you see them on their flyers, very revealing, right? The regular women weren't really doing that. They weren't really taking it that far. But it started to change, once they started making the updates where they could post videos. And then women realized they can get attention from men outside of their city and state. I mean, you could have done that before with Facebook and MySpace, but it's different now because Instagram, people can go on your page, all they see is pictures and videos. So women are able to create a version of themselves that they never were able to before. And they think that version of themselves makes them more viable for men that they weren't able to get before. Like, women have become very delusional. They think that because they have big assets and big tits, that somehow all these men are going to be chasing them. You're going to get attention from some men, but they're going to want to screw you. But these women want to feel pretty. They've never felt pretty in their life. Social media has presented an opportunity for these women to finally feel attractive because they've never felt attractive before. So you have females like this who will get online and ask these questions. We say, well, it's rhetorical, Drake. Well, no, I don't. It could be, but I don't think it is, because I just don't think men are chasing women the way they used to. I really don't. I think that men are not biting the bait anymore. Not taking, I'm not buying the bait. That's a weird thing to say. Not taking the bait anymore. They understand that these women are all show and that's it. And for the most part, these heifers have boyfriends or husbands who allow them to do these things because they're afraid of losing them. So they allow these women to get online and act single. And I'm telling you right now, these women ain't being faithful. These women are cheating just like they claim men are. Hell, I think it might be 50-50 because a lot of these women have deep, low self-esteem and they've never felt loved in their life. And it don't matter if they're in a relationship or married. At the end of the day, the attention from new men is intoxicating. It's intoxicating for them to be able to wake up every day and go get attention from these men. That low self-esteem is undefeated. It really is. And that's why a lot of these women are not wife material. That's why a lot of these women aren't worth being in long-term relationships. This is why they're crashing out. I just did it. Yeah, for those of you who was here on one of my previous live streams recently, I showed y'all videos of women crying because they don't have a relationship. They don't have love. Because they played around and thought that they had all this time. And by the time that they were done in the streets, they really did not have the options that they thought they did. And they have to understand that. These men are not going to be just waiting around for you to figure out who you are and what you want. It don't matter how you look. Men could care less about how you look. Listen, there's attractive women everywhere. And they're not just all on the internet. We know that you heifers get online and dress any kind of way because you want attention, because you get off on it. When these women get up in the morning, they don't check their text messages or voicemails. They check their Instagram mentions and DMs because they live for that attention. They want to see what guy they were able to pull in. But men are not being pulled in anymore. Men understand that we have options. We don't have to go after these women who we know are just looking for attention. We know where the attractive women are. We know the women who will give us play, and we're going to go to those women. This is why you seeing men go overseas. And that's why women are in their feels about these men traveling. You got some males as well that's upset about it. But women are really upset about it because they understand a man with options is a man that can't be controlled with lust because he has options, and he's not going to just go after you because, you think that you're this super attractive female and, he hasn't come across any other woman like you, which you come across women like, no diss to Angel, but you come across women that look like her all over social media. They're just not as tall,